Fargo Sports Arena, west of Fargo, North Dakota. Good afternoon, Spuds Country. We are live. 35 seconds to go in warm-ups, and we're going to get this show underway. Today, your Moorhead Spuds are set to take on the West Fargo Stampede 15UA team in game number 2 of this very young season. I'll just run up to a full rundown of the roster since I don't know for sure who's going to be starting today. With number 2, Alexa Strand. Number 3, Molly Hockett. Number 4, Caitlin Shirley. Number 5, Nevaeh Hendrickson. Number 6, Ava Dufault. Number 7, Lauren Ness. Number 8, Haley Swenson. Number 10, Brooklyn Steen. Number 11, Almendinger. Number 12, Lily Tibitowski. Number 13, Braylon Everts. We lost our camera. There we go, we're back online. Number 13, Braylon Everett. 14 is Abigail Retzer. Number 15 is Isabel Orr. Madison Cutter sits at number 16. Kinsey Johnson, 18. Ariella Lee is 22. Ella Hannick is 24. Isabel Oakes, 25. Lily Lindbergh, 26. Goalies are number 33, Addison Andel, and number 35, Kendra Gilson. Spuds are coached by Jerry Arnson, Sean Graves, and Jordan Philippi. Puck is down. We are underway. Knocked down into the Spud zone almost immediately. Picked up and turned back the other direction by Retzer. Out to center ice. It's going to be bounced across over to Strand near side. She has it knocked off her stick. West Fargo's going to turn it back the other direction. We dumped into the Moorhead zone by number 15, Leanna Wilmanson. Near side corner held up along the boards. Strand tries to clear. It's going to be knocked down to Oakes, who takes it the other direction near side. Brings it around, takes a shot that's going to get kicked away by the West Fargo goalminder, Regan Wilson. West Fargo turns the other direction, goes back down into the Moorhead end. Apparently my camera's running choppy there, it looks like. Handled by Hockett going the other direction, and they run in offside. Controlled by West Fargo, taken through center ice is going to be Williamson. She'll dump it in back behind the Moorhead nets. Fought for by Johnson. Puck comes free of the near side face-off circle. Up to Jen Tick at the point. She's going to throw it back behind the net again. It'll end up around on the far side. Knocked up into the air by Ness. She's going to take it the other direction. 3-on-2. Shirley takes a shot, but it gets blocked by Wilson. Brought back out to center ice. They'll be held up along the near side boards. Thrown in offside. Puck is sent out to center ice. Picked up by Almendinger, who turns it back into the Stampede zone. Pinned up along the near side wall. It goes through the slot. It'll be taken back the other direction by Hassler. Hassler and Allmendinger collide. Puck comes free and into the near side boards. Turned back the other way behind the net. Allmendinger goes after it. But they'll get sent out to center ice by Hanukkah. West Fargo back to retrieve down into the Moorhead zone. It'll be stolen away by Tibitowski and turned out to center ice once again. Oakes near side, cross ice, over to Swenson. Swenson brings it in, looks for the shot, takes the shot. Waffle save made by Wilson. It'll get turned down into the near side corner. West Fargo is able to clear. Moorhead zone, it'll be Williamson who dumps it into the corner. Williamson and Retzer back behind the net. Centering pass out to Elizabeth Williamson. She puts a shot on Andel. It gets turned away. Near side Gentic. Cleared by Oakes. Out to Cutter, center ice. Sutter drops it off for Lee, who handles it on the far side of the West Fargo zone. Taken in by Steen. She gets taken down as she tries for the shot. Puck will end up back behind the net. Near side Strand, shot. Stick save made, and it'll get covered up by Wilson. Faceoff comes to the near side of the Stampede zone. Will be controlled by the Stampede, number 16, Ava Josephson. Pinned up along the far side wall, just inside the Stampede zone. It's going to be cleared out, one-on-one, going the other way into the Moorhead end. Johnson steps up. She's able to knock it away from Van Dam. It'll come all the way around behind the net into the near side corner. Side angle shot goes off the side of the net. It'll be collected there by Trosen. Up to Hassler at the point. Back down into the corner on behind the net. Guy on the near side. Johnson steps in the way, is able to knock it loose. Puck comes free and gets sent back behind the Moorhead net. It'll be picked up back behind by Default. Cleared out to center. Spuds go for the change. West Fargo zone out through center ice. It's going to be peeled off just before they enter Moorhead's end. It'll be Default and net trying to fight for it, get it back into the West Fargo end. It's going to get smacked into the Moorhead end. But Ness will go after it in the corner. Shirley, far side, tries to clear it out. It's going to get intercepted, turned back down in, right onto the stick of Johnson, who's able to clear it out to center. Ping pong just inside the Moorhead end. It'll be Hockett and Ness going the other direction now. Hockett drops it off for net. Shot. It's blocked by Wilson into the near side corner. Center ice. Moorhead is able to knock it away. Allmendinger dumps it into the West Fargo end, and that one's going to get called back on icing. Face-off near side of the Moorhead end is going to be controlled by West Fargo. Top of the slot shot, kick save made, and Andel is going to be able to get it covered up. So the face-off will once again come back to the near side of the Moorhead end between Hanukkah and Van Dam. Right out in front of the net again. Andel is able to get it covered up. .10:28, first period, no score. Controlled by Moorhead, hard and fast the other way is Everett. She gets tripped up as she tries for the shot. Looked like the ref had his hand up. So the Spuds are going to the power play. Gimberline is going to be the guilty party. There we go. Get the graphics right here. Controlled by Moorhead inside the Stampede zone. Shot is going to get blocked down out in front of the net by Williamson. Spuds retrieve it and go back in offside. So we're going to go to the far side just outside the West Fargo zone for a face-off. Taken in by Lee. Stolen away by West Fargo up to Retzer, who was able to throw it in behind the net. They come around the backside into the near side corner. Right out in front, hard shot to the cutter right at the doorstep of Wilson. Wilson is able to get that one covered up. Minute 18 left on the Moorhead power play. 9:36 left in the first. Face-off again will be near side of the West Fargo zone. West Fargo's going to win the draw. It'll be controlled by Moorhead from the point, or from deep in the slot. Ariella Lee gets the shot away that's going to get blocked down by Wilson. West Fargo takes it the other way, all the way down and in. Puck is knocked away at the doorstep of Andel. Turn the other direction. Hard and fast, Madison Cutter down the far side. She has it knocked away. It'll end up down in the near side, or in the far side corner and back behind the net. Picked up by West Fargo. Back out to center ice. Knocked free by Retzer. Centering pass. Goes just a little bit too far past Van Dam. She's going to have to go retrieve it at the corner, and she'll carry it around back behind the Moorhead net. And Moorhead's going to come away with it. Johnson and Retzer. Bounced out and back in. This time West Fargo is going to be offside. And Moorhead will have 20 seconds left on their first power play of the season. Faceoff is controlled by Moorhead. Johnson up to Strand. Strand near side boards. Is able to get it all the way down into the Stampede end. Bounced around, puck comes free. It'll be gathered up by Guy. Sent cross ice to Huber, who takes it out down into the Moorhead end. Strand steals it away. She's able to clear it back out. Williamson. Leanna Williamson. It'll end up down in the West Fargo zone. Shirley, near side. Up to Johnson. Johnson tries for the shot. Blocked in traffic. Near side boards. Sent out to center. Spuds will have to reset. Handled by Dufault. Down deep into the far side corner. It'll be brought up and out once again by West Fargo. Dumped in by Hockett. Ness goes for it. Loses an edge. Puck gets held up along the far side boards and sent back behind the net. Shirley gives chase. Stopped there by Gentic. And then turned all the way around to Allmendinger on the far side. Back behind her own net. She's going to get pinched off by Ness. And Shirley, Hockett comes away with the tries for the shot that's going to get blocked in traffic by Gentic. Comes all the way along the near side boards and out to center ice. Spuds will have to reset. Puck comes free. Hockett goes after it. Hockett, far side, breaks the zone, takes a shot. Waffle side save made by Wilson. Puck will end up at the far side, or the near side corner. Hockett retrieves, get tripped up. Puck comes free all the way up to Almendinger at the point. It's going to fly out to center. Spuds are going to have to reset again. Cross ice over to Hendrickson. Hendrickson ahead. Picked off by West Fargo. But she's going to sling it the length of the ice. And that one is going to get called back on icing. And as soon as we hit intermission, I'm going to see if I can't get that camera cleared up for you. Because it's a little choppy for us today. Face-off far side of the West Fargo zone is going to be controlled by Moorhead. Swenson tries to shovel it down deep. It gets blocked in traffic. It's going to get smacked across ice by Retzer. Near side boards. Yeah, don't worry, I can't see anything either. Turn the other direction. Around back behind the net by Hanukkah. Swenson and Retzer and a host of West Fargo Stampede all fight for it. Puck is going to get sent out through center ice and into the Moorhead end. Retzer gets chased in the near side corner. Down behind her own net, up to Swenson. Swenson gets held up. Cross ice to Everett. Everett breaks the zone, drops it off for Swenson. Swenson has it knocked off her stick. West Fargo is able to clear. Down into the Moorhead zone. Johnson flips it out to center. Swenson does battle. Puck comes free. Handled by Hanukkah. Taken into the Moorhead zone. Default steps up, is able to hold the zone. Swenson, center ice, is wide open, looking for the pass. Stampede are able to clear it back out. Swenson runs her down, steals it away. Right over to the far side boards where it'll be picked up by Van Dam, and she dumps it deep into the Moorhead end. Van Dam loses it to Lee. Lee has it stolen away by Gentic. Round into the near side corner. It'll be taken by Dufault. It'll be held up along the near side boards and sent out to center. Lee gives chase with Van Dam. Leanna Williamson. Down into the far side. It goes back behind the net and back out to center. Handled center ice by Elizabeth Williamson. She's going to put the shot on Andel that'll get sticked up in the air. Lee, far side ahead to Kibitowski. She's going to have it stripped off her stick. West Fargo will take it back the other direction. Williamson takes another center ice shot at Andel that she'll easily stick over into the corner. Puck comes back out to center ice. Down into the Moorhead zone. It'll be Thorson. She has it knocked away. Up to the point. Shot. Stick save made. Puck loose in the slot. Is going to get cleared over to the side by Hendrickson. And out to center, the Spuds are done. Hassel, far side. Tries to chip it ahead. Will be taken by Van Dam. She's going to drive it right down in, brings it across into the slot. Centering pass, nobody home. Shot from Josephson. From the side is going to get swallowed up by Andel. So that'll give us exactly 3 minutes here in the first. Score is still tied at nothing. Steen and Olivia Van Dam to face off. Controlled by West Fargo. Williamson with the shot. It's going to go just wide and back behind the net. Far side corner gets sent on to Andell onto the side of the net. She's going to cover it up. 2:47 face-off will go to the far side of the Moorhead end. Controlled by West Fargo. Sent down into the near side corner by Gimberline. They try for the wraparound, but Andell is going to get covered up. Face off near side between Steen and Huber. Ends up going back behind the net. Will be picked up on the far side by Gimberline. Stolen away by Strand. Carried out to center by Steen. Steen in hard and fast near side. She's going to drive it all the way down into the corner before it comes loose. Shot by Oakes from the near side point. Goes just wide of the net. Oakes is able to hold it in. Ref says they didn't. That one didn't look like it had broke the blue line, but apparently the ref said it did. Face-off will go to the far side, just outside of the West Fargo end. Controlled by Moorhead. Flipped into their zone, turned right back out to center. Johnson is going to go after it far side of the Moorhead end. Backhands it out. It's going to be intercepted and carried right back down into the Moorhead end, but there's not going to be a West Fargo skater in the zone, so West Fargo is going to be offside. Guy near side, tries for the shot, gets knocked up into the air. Spuds come away with it. Shirley, far side. Hard and fast, Shirley Hockett with Ness in their back pockets. Shirley looks for the centering pass. Is going to get blocked out in traffic. Puck is going to squirt out to center ice. Ness, far side. Drops it back for Johnson, near side. Johnson sends it ahead. It's going to get intercepted. And then bounced right back over to Ness. Ness, far side. Drives it down into the corner, has it knocked away by Hassler. West Fargo goes the other way. Cross ice. Shirley picks it up. Shirley is able to carry it all the way down and in. Shirley Hockett. Shirley with the goal. So at 47.2 seconds to go in the first period, your Moorhead Spuds have struck first and scored their first goal of the season. Shirley unassisted at 47.2 gives the Spuds a 1-0 lead and a new fire in this game. Everett, near side. Breaks the zone. Puck comes free. Back out to center. It's going to get chipped all the way down in on Andell, who will shove it over to the far side corner. It'll be picked up there by Hendrickson. Hendrickson round the back of the net. Up to Everett. Everett, center ice. Sends it over to Swenson, far side. Swenson drops it off for Hanukkah. Shot is put on Williamson. That'll get kick saved over into the near inside corner. Back out to center, and that's going to do it for the first. We'll be back here in just a little bit, and while we're gone, I'm going to see if I can't get that camera fixed. All right, we are back to go for the second. I'm going to try to fix this camera while calling the game at the same time. Puck is going to be sent out to center ice, handled along the far side. At least you'll be able to see the town while we're going here. Shot, kick save made by Andell, who's going to come all the way over on the near side wall. Bounced around in the slot, right into Andell. Handled along the near side wall, flipped out to Seam at center. She's going to break the zone. Has it stripped off her stick. It'll end up down in the near side corner. Turned back the other way by the Stampede. It'll be pinched up along the near side wall. Bounce along the near side boards. I still can't see what's going on. So you're not the only ones. And it looks like we might be back online. Yes, there. And we have a clean picture, and we can go back to broadcasting, so we'll have to fix that problem this next week. Handled along the near side wall is going to be Allmendinger. She dumps it deep down into the slot to Shirley. Shirley tries for the shot. It's going to get knocked down in traffic. From the sidewall is Allmendinger. Puck bounces free in the slot, comes up to Hendrickson at the point. She's going to take another shot. Kick save made by Wilson. And she's finally going to be able to get it covered up. So that was actually quite the flurry of shots.
I wasn't going to touch that.
Announcer, broadcast engineer, director. How many more hats do I have to wear today? Puck will be dumped down back in behind the Moorhead net, picked up back there by Hendrickson. Squirts out to Shirley at center. Shirley breaks his zone, crossover to Hockett. Hockett, backhand. Puck goes up into the air, and over the net where it'll be gathered up by Shirley. Allmendinger, near side corner. Hockett comes in to help. Up to Ness. Ness, backhand, down into Hockett. Hockett tries for the second shot that's going to get kicked away by Wilson and into the corner. West Fargo will come away with it, take it the other direction. Carried in by Huber. Huber and Williamson. And the other Williamson is able to hold it in. Everett is able to break it out, get down into the West Fargo end. It'll be turned right back the other direction. This time it's going to be sent that way on icing. Face-off near side of the Moorhead zone. He's going to be controlled by the Spuds. Swenson is able to keep it in the zone, sends it over to the far side wall. Hanukkah steps up to help. Oakes. West Fargo comes away with it. Held in her zone by Leanna Williamson. West Fargo controls. Thorson takes a shot. It'll come all the way across and into the near side corner. Puck bounced around back behind the Moorhead net. Taken there by Van Dam. Puck comes loose in the slot. Shot from Thorson is going to be kick saved away by Andell. Spuds come away with it. They look to clear. We'll end up with Hanukkah in the near side corner. Hanukkah ahead to Everett. She can't break the zone. She's got Leanna Williamson in her face, and she's holding it in. Leanna near side takes the shot. Face off far side. Is going to be controlled by the Spuds. Sent around back behind the net and onto the near side boards. Taken by Lee near side. She's finally able to get it out to center ice. Lee and Tibitowski and Cutter break West Fargo zone. Up to Johnson, far side. She tries to dump it in. It's going to be blocked in traffic. Picked up along the near side boards, blocked by Tibitowski. Down in the near side corner on the near side wall. Chipped out to center ice. Hassler is going to give chase along with Johnson. And Default. Puck will end up down in the near side corner. Shot, side angle shot on Andell. Will get covered up. Face-off will come to the near side of the Spud zone. Smacked down deep in is Leanna Williamson. Chipped out the center and down into the West Fargo zone, cleared right back out onto the stick of Guy, who sends it ahead. It'll be picked up by Moorhead. Hendrickson dumps it in, not far side. And that one will get called back on icing. Face-off is going to be the near side of the Moorhead end. Between Steen and Elizabeth Williamson. They're going to get a shot on to Andell right away, and she'll get it swallowed up. Face-off this time is going to go to the far side. Shirley and Williamson, it looks like it was the ones who were squaring up. Puck is going to get chipped right out to center. Shirley gets it. Hard and fast, one-on-one shot. Save made by Williamson. Wilson. Face-off is going to go to the far side. Controlled by Moorhead, near side. Puck gets knocked into the zone, but not before Ness and Hockett were already in, so the Spuds are going to be offside. Carried into the Moorhead zone by Hassler. She's going to get steered all the way down to the far side corner. Centering pass is going to get turned away by Retzer. Puck is going to get bumped right back out to center. Shirley's going to come away with it near side. She's got another break. Looks to center it up. Over to Hockett. Hockett shot. Kick save made. Wilson. West Fargo's going to come away with it once again. Hockett is able to hold it in the zone. And she's going to have it knocked off her stick. Cleared out by West Fargo. Oaks got in the way. Spuds will end up getting it back. Knocked in deep by Williamson. To be held up along the near side wall. Sent back behind the net. Oaks will pick it up there. Slung off the boards and out to center. It's going to be dumped right back down in, and this time West Fargo will be offside. .9:07 in the second. Moorhead leads 1-0. We're going to flip out the goalies this time. Now we've got number 35, Kendrick Gilson in. Face-off is going to be between Hanukkah and I believe Van Dam. Puck knocked out to center. Along the near side boards, Everett. Everett, hard and fast, drives the slot, looks for the shot, tries with the backhand, and it's going to get knocked in by Williamson. So that will give Moorhead the 2-goal lead with 8:53 here in the second. Face-off at center ice, Hanukkah and Van Dam will be controlled by West Fargo, carried into the Moorhead zone by Thorson. Torson. Back behind the net, puck comes loose. Picked up along the near side boards. It's going to be Hanukkah taking it the other direction. Hanukkah's driven into the wall. She has it stripped off her stick. Spuds come away with it. Everett, center ice, chipped in by Swenson. Intercepted and sent back out by Leanna Williamson. Dumped into the Moorhead end by Torson. Or excuse me, by Hassler. Centering pass, nobody home, picked up by Swenson. She tries to chip it up off the wall. Hanukkah's going to end up with it. She's able to clear the zone. Ahead to Everett. Everett and Swenson, 2-on-1. Crosses Swenson. Swenson shot. Kick save made by Wilson. It'll end up on the far side boards, held in at the high point by Hendrickson. Back behind the West Fargo net. Gimberline takes it the other direction along the far side. She has it knocked free, and it'll be held in by Hendrickson. It'll be sent down into the far side corner. Chipped ahead by Tibetowski. Over to Cutter on the near side. Up to Allmendinger. Allmendinger tries to send it down deep. It'll end up with Cutter and Hassler. Fought for along the near side boards. Shot thrown on Wilson is going to get gloved up. So the faceoff will come to the near side of the West Fargo zone with Moorhead leading 2-0. Face-off Van Dam and Madison Cutter for Moorhead. Moorhead's going to win the draw. It'll come up to Allmendinger. Allmendinger's shot gets blocked in traffic. Top of the slot, puck comes loose. It'll be handled by Lee. She tries to drive it down in deeper, but it's going to get knocked over on the near side wall. Chip shot from Cutter will get swallowed up by Wilson. Faceoff will be near side once again in the West Fargo zone between Steen and Van Dam. Moorhead's going to win the draw. Puck will end up in the corner with Lindbergh. Bounced around loose in the slot. West Fargo was able to clear it around back behind the net. Torsen, far side, drives up the wall. Oak shuts the door on her. Puck comes free. It'll be held up along the far side. Strand steps in to help. Puck gets sent out to center. Gretzer, far side board. Strand, 1-on-2. She'll have it knocked away. West Fargo's going to clear it right back out. Gretzer gives chase into her own zone. Near side. She's going to carry it around behind her own net. Ahead to Strand. Strand out to Steen. It's going to stall out before it can make it all the way to the goal line. Gimmerline will pick it up. West Fargo's looking for the outlet. Gretzer steps in, breaks it up. Gimmerline will end up with it back down to the corner once again. She carries it behind her own net. Sends it ahead to Guy. West Fargo is able to clear. Chip shot from the far blue line down onto Gilson. Gretzer will go retrieve it. Held up along the near side wall. Out through center, Shirley gives chase. That one's going to make it all the way down into the West Fargo end and get called back on icing. Faceoff will be near side of the Moorhead end between Shirley and Huber. Peyton Huber, number 5 from West Fargo. Sent down into the slot. Nobody home to do anything with it. Johnson will go after it in the far side corner. Picked up by Shirley. Shirley carries it out through center. 3-on-1. Going the other direction. Drops it off for Hocken. Hocken with a shot. It's going to get knocked down by Gimmerline right into the left leg of Wilson, who was able to get it covered up. Face off near side. He's going to be controlled by the Spuds. Hocken fights for it. She's going to have it stolen away by Hassler. Head along the far side boards. Johnson, Hocken. Hocken tries to drive the slot. She has it knocked off her stick by Huber. Huber controls far side corner. She's going to carry it up and out. Ness comes to break it away. And Johnson is able to get a stick on it. Tries to clear it off of Hocken, but it ends up staying in. Bounced along the near side boards. Shirley. Hocken gets tripped up. And West Fargo is going to get called for the tripping. And that'll put Moorhead back on the power play. The call was tripping. The guilty party was number 18, Annalise Gentic. Face off near side of the Moorhead, or the West Fargo zone is going to be controlled by Moorhead. Shot, and a goal! So 6 seconds into the power play, Moorhead breaks this out to a 3-0 game. On a pickup goal by, I believe, Allmendinger. Or excuse me, Hockett. Hockett had it. Face-off, center ice, controlled by the Spuds. Carried into the West Fargo zone, stripped away and taken right back out by Elizabeth Williamson. Far side boards picked up by Oaks, or not Oaks, Hendrickson. I'm still trying to remember the roster. He'll be smacked along the near side wall. Centering pass, shot. Knocked down by Gilson. Another shot off the rebound, goes up and over the net and off the glass behind. It'll be handled there by Hendrickson and Van Dam from West Fargo. Near side boards, Torsen. Torsen up to Williamson. Cross ice to Gentic. Puck will end up back behind the Spuds net. Moorhead is able to clear it out to center. West Fargo will have to reset, but before they do, they end up running in offside. So we'll have a face-off near side, just outside the Moorhead end. 3:07, 3-0 Moorhead lead. Face-off near side between Cutter and Huber. Sent into the Moorhead zone, cleared out by Strand. Strand ahead to Tibetowski. Cross ice over to Lee. Pinned up along the near side boards. Puck comes free. Cutter tries for the shot. She's gonna have Huber right there to block it away. Puck ends up back behind the net. Glove side. West Fargo is going to come away with it. Out through center. Oaks steals it away. Sends it back the other direction. Picked up on the far side by Lee. She carries it around. Centering pass. Sticked away. Puck loose in the slot. Lee gets a shot off. It'll go just wide of the net. Up to Oaks. Oaks down deep. Picked off by Gentic. West Fargo will carry it out through center. Moorhead and Oaks right behind her own net. She does the trip around the world, sends it ahead right into the ref. So West Fargo is able to come away with it. Backhand pass by Guy ends up sliding out to center ice. It'll be picked up near side by Lee down into the West Fargo zone. She'll have it stolen away by Gimberline. Gimberline around behind her own net. Van Dam, center ice, stripped away by Lindbergh. And taken by Dufault. Back behind the Moorhead net, right out in front, Dufault. It's cleared up to Strand. Strand is able to clear it out to center. Has it knocked free. She's able to retrieve. 2-on-2 going the other way, and Hannigan goes in, or Lindbergh goes in just a skate ahead of Strand. So Moorhead will end up being offside. Face off far side, Steen. It's going to be controlled by West Fargo. Stolen away by Moorhead, taken in by Lindbergh. Shot, stick saved by Wilson. The hand along the near side boards. Centering pass is intercepted and turned out to center by Huber. And then stolen away by Steen just inside of their own zone. Strand gives chase, far side. Dumped into the Moorhead end by Elizabeth Williamson. Right onto the stick of Dufault, who was able to clear it back out to center. Williamson drives the zone, takes a shot, goes just wide of the net, round back behind. Puck is loose in the slot. But Moorhead is able to clear it out to center. Hockett is going to send it the length of the ice. I don't think that one's going to stall out, so it's going to get called back on icing. We have a dime and 2 pennies left in this second period. Spuds lead 3-0. Faceoff comes back to the far side of the Moorhead end. It's going to be between Shirley and Van Dam. Controlled by the Spuds. Taken out by Hendrickson. Chipped ahead to Shirley. Shirley, backhand, shot, the goal! 11.9 seconds to go in the second. Shirley scores her second of the game and puts Moorhead up 4-0. Hackett and Van Dam square up center ice. Spuds control. Ahead again to Shirley. Hackett. Hackett drives the zone. 3-2-1. She's going to get the shot away. She'll have it knocked off her stick before she has a chance to get the shot away. And that is going to do it for the first 2 periods of hockey here from this West Fargo Sports Arena. We'll be back here in just a little while once they're done cleaning up the ice. And I go get my first hot chocolate of the season. Welcome back to the West Fargo Sports Center, or Sports Arena, West Fargo, North Dakota. In game number 2 of this very young 15UA 2023-24 season, your Moorhead Spuds are currently up by a lead of 4-0 after the first 2 periods. Caitlin Shirley is 1 away from a hat trick. Hockett has contributed the second one. And I'm not even I don't even remember who had the third. I got to start writing these things down. Anyhow, puck is down. We are underway. The Allmendinger near side. Everett had the third one, or contributed the third. Kate with a pair, so that gives us a 4-0 lead. Icing is going to be the call. Puck will be brought all the way back down into the Moorhead end with 16:31 to go. I'm like an elf here. The hot chocolate's gone straight to my brain. Face off, far side. Shirley and Van Dam. Van Dam wins the draw. Spuds control the puck. It'll be taken back the other direction. Near side by Ness. Ness drives it in. Near side. She'll get steered all the way down into the corner. Puck comes free and it's going to get stripped away by Torsen. Held in by Hendrickson. Up to Hockett. Hockett to Allmendinger. Chips it down into the far side corner. Shirley tries to center it up to Hockett. It'll end up back behind the net. Right back to Shirley, who tries for the wraparound. Wilson's going to get it covered up, denying Shirley the hat trick. Spuds change it up on the face-off. Near side, Hanukkah and a mystery West Fargo skater. West Fargo comes away with it, tries to take it the other direction. Van Dam, far side, picked off. Hanukkah with the shot. That'll get covered up by Wilson. This time face-off will go to the far side between Hanukkah and Van Dam. Hanukkah wins the draw. West Fargo controls momentarily before it's stolen away by Moorhead. Swenson, slot. Tries for the shot, has it knocked off her stick just as she was getting ready to launch it by Gimberline. Swenson and Default work together and are able to strip it away. Everett takes it back the other direction. Everett chips it in, intercepted by West Fargo, and knocked back out to center. Default, near side, dumps it into the corner, round back behind the net. Swenson gives chase down into the far side corner, tries to center it up. It'll be blocked out in traffic and sent back behind the net once again. Picked up by Gimberline. Up to Swenson. Swenson shot. Kick save made by Wilson. Down into the near side corner. Up to Johnson. Johnson tries to center it up. It goes off of Hanukkah's skate onto the far side boards. Swenson tries to center it up. That one's going to be picked off by West Fargo. Not sure what happened there, but we're going to go to a face-off just outside the Moorhead zone on the near side. This time it'll be Dufault and Huber down into the Moorhead zone momentarily. Gretzer tries to clear. It's going to end up back behind the net. Taken there by Oakes. Spuds try to clear. This time it'll be taken out by Dufault, or by Cutter. All the way down into the West Fargo zone. It'll end up at the far side corner on the stick of Elizabeth Williamson. In the slot, Huber. Spuds try to hold it. It's going to get knocked out to center. They're going to have to reset. Oakes, far side, drives the lane. She's going to bring it around back behind the net. Looks to set it up. It's going to get knocked off her stick and down into the corner. Going to handle along the near side wall. Over to Retzer. All the way across to the far side wall. It's going to get knocked back out to center. Picked up there by Tipitowski. But then stolen away. Down into the Moorhead zone by Van Dam, 1-on-2. She has it knocked away. It's going to get sent right back out to center. Through center into the West Fargo zone. It's going to be turned the other direction by Josephson. Stolen away along the near side boards by Moorhead. Taken west by Tipitowski. She'll drop it off for Steen. Back up to Hendrickson with the shot. Rebound comes loose. Gets tipped right back into Wilson, who will give it covered up. And I can definitely tell that I am out of practice. We are in the third already, and I'm just now thinking I should have said, Spuds are skating right to left on your radio dial. West Fargo's going white left to right, wearing their blue, gold, and white. Moorhead in their travel black with the orange and white trims. Another shot on Wilson is going to get swallowed up. Face-off to go to the far side of the West Fargo zone. Build up along the near side wall in the West Fargo end. Puck goes around back behind the net with number 10 and number 10, Steen and Guy. West Fargo is going to come away with it, get knocked stop to center. And I think this time Steen is going to get called for the slash, which is going to put West Fargo on the board for their first power play. 13-12, third period. Face-off is just outside. Next on the penalty, I believe the face-off should go back into the Moorhead end, but they're going to do it just outside of the West Fargo end on the far side. Oop, they caught it. Now they're going to correct it. Now they're headed into the Moorhead end. Far side face-off circle, the stick side of Gilson. Between Huber and Shirley. Shirley wins the draw. Down into the corner to Dufault. Down back behind the net to Johnson. She's going to have it stripped away by Hassler. West Fargo's going to play ping pong along the far side wall. Centering pass. Doesn't quite get all the way pushed down in the end. Johnson's going to come away with it. Moorhead looks to clear. Shot taken by Tipitowski. Kick save made by Gilson. Back over to the far side corner. Along the far side wall. She drives... Elizabeth Williamson drives the lane, tries for the shot, goes wide of the net and into the corner. And this time the puck is going to come all the way up and get bounced off the ref at center ice. Hassler drives the Moorhead lane once again, takes the shot, goes wide of the net and into the corner once again, picked up at the high point by Gentic. And Moorhead is able to get it cleared once again. Johnson, far side, dumps it in. All the way around back behind the net to Shirley in the near side corner. She's going to get pinched off by Van Dam. Puck's going to come free and end up with Gentic back behind her own net. Ahead to Guy, out to center. Hassler, or not Hassler, Torsen. Van Dam down to the corner, centering pass, turned away, far side wall. Retzer. She tries to clear. It's going to be held in by Torsen right onto the stick of Ness. Ness tries to clear it. She's going to drop it off for Oakes. Oakes cross ice. That one is going to find its way out. That one should have been an offside, but there was no call because they sent the puck right at the ref's head. Leanna Williamson behind the net. Centering pass out to Guys. Knocked out of traffic right in front of Gilson. Handle back behind the net. It's going to be number 10, Guy. He tries to set it up. It's going to be turned away and out in traffic. Now we got a breakaway situation. Turned back the other direction by Josephson before the Spuds could get the handle on it. Otherwise, it would have been a 2-on-1 race situation. Out at center. Chipped around. Oaks will have it. Near side, off the boards, out ahead to Everett. Everett, Swenson. Swenson goes to help. Bounced along the near side wall, centering, set all the way across to the far side, slides out to center. It'll be picked up out at center by Williamson, who puts a shot on Gilson. Gilson will make the stick save. Rebound goes off the side of the net and around back behind. Behind the Moorhead net, it's going to be Allmendinger. Allmendinger takes it the other direction. 3-on-2, or 2-on-1. Swenson Allmendinger. Allmendinger is going to take a trip around the world. Has it knocked off her stick onto the near side, or onto the far side boards. Held in by Hendrickson. Down into the far side corner, Gentic. Out at center, right at the red line, sent back in. Turned right back the other direction and then thrown back in while Swenson was still in by Hanukkah. So the Spuds are going to end up off the side that time. Face off our side, Van Dam and Cutter. Shot, glove save made by Tibitowski. Gloved up by Wilson. Face-off is going to come to the near side of the West Fargo zone. Stick side of Wilson. Moorhead is finally able to gain control of it. Tibitowski sends it all the way around behind the net. And then it gets sent all the way down into the Moorhead end. And that one will get called back on icing. Face-off far side, West Fargo end. It's going to be controlled by the Spuds. Shot from the far side by Dufault. It's kicked away by Wilson and into the corner, but then up along the near side boards. Shot. Ariella Lee right into the breadbasket of Regan Wilson, who will swallow that one up. Face-off will once again go to the near side of the West Fargo end. Johnson, stick save over into the far side corner. Williamson goes after it, chips it out to center. Moorhead zone, shot, stick save by Gilson over onto the far side wall, or onto the near side wall. Will be handled down in the corner by a host of Spuds. They look to clear. It'll be held in by Williamson once again. Puck loose in the slot. Gathered up by by Hassler. She carries it out, tries to set it up. Nobody there. It'll end up back with Williamson once again. Williamson from the far side with the wrister is going to get swallowed up by Wilson. Spuds control, 2-on-1 going into the West Fargo zone. Ness and Hockett, puck will end up along the near side wall. Ness is going to drive it down into the corner. Up to Shirley. Shirley shot. Rebound. Shirley goes up and over the top of the net. Puck comes loose out front. Oaks shot. Gets steered away and down onto the far side wall. Retzer is able to hold it. She sends it back in behind the net. Ness sends it off the near side boards. Oaks shot. Up to Shirley, who once again gets denied of her hat trick. Retzer, far side, sends it down to Ness. Bounced around, stolen away by Gimberline. This time Ness is going to get called for tripping. So that'll put West Fargo back on the power play at the 7:16 mark of this third period. 4-0 Moorhead lead. Face-off will come to the near side of the Moorhead end between Hanukkah and Huber. West Fargo wins the draw. Leanna Williamson from the top of the slot. Shot gets knocked away in traffic. Will end up with Hendrickson back behind her own net. She tries to clear. It's going to go right up to Williamson. Williamson cross ice to Josephson. She'll send it down and back behind the net. Loose puck in the slot. Bounced around. And Moorhead is finally able to get hold of it and send it down in and takes through center, and from the center line, they take the shot that'll get steered away by Wilson. Chipped out, right back in. That time, West Fargo is going to find themselves offside. Minute 17 left to go in their power play. Handled up along the far side wall. It's going to be chipped around before Gimberline is able to come away with it. She's going to drive the zone. Side of the slot, takes a shot. Stick save made by Gilson. It'll end up in the near side corner. Taken there by Johnson. She tries to clear. It'll end up on the stick of Jenstick, who takes a shot. It's going to get knocked away in traffic. Out to Everett. Everett brings it in. She tries for the breakaway and is going to be denied by Wilson. Puck lands on the far side boards and is sent out to center. Along the far side, it's going to get dumped into the Moorhead end by Torson. Picked up behind her own net by Johnson. She tries to clear. Knocked down just at the blue line by Hassler. Hassler is going to take it all the way down to the far side corner. Cutter is going to strip it away, but she's going to have Hassler in her back pocket the whole way through. Center ice, near side, down into the Moorhead zone. Intercepted by Dufault, cleared right back out to center. Steen, far side. She tries to clear it. She gets it up to Ariella Lee at center ice. West Fargo is able to knock it free. Held up along the far side boards by Lee and Steen and Guy before Williamson is able to come away with it. Oakes back behind her own net, over to Retzer. Retzer goes back the other direction. Puck is free, ends up right in front of Gilson. The ref says she had it covered up enough, so we're going to go to a face-off on the far side of the Moorhead end with 4:15 to go. Face-off is going to squirt all the way out to center ice. It'll land on the stick of Gimberline. She'll drive it back and let her teammates clear this time. Dumped down into the near side corner by Jentik. Oakes back behind the net. Chips it along the wall up to Strand. Strand ahead to Lindbergh. Puck gets knocked free onto the near side wall. It'll be handled by Steen. Steen backhands it down into the near side corner. Side angle shot. from Strand, comes right back to Strand. She tries to stand it up. It's going to end up going all the way down into the Moorhead zone. Steen, near side, cleared out to center. Dumped in by Huber. She gave chase hard and fast, but didn't realize she had a skater in the zone already, so West Fargo is going to be offside. 3:18, 4-0 Moorhead lead. Shirley and Huber to face off near side, just outside of the Moorhead zone. Hendrickson, cross ice. Right into the ref as Allmendinger tried to clear. So Allmendinger's going to end up with it right behind her own net. She'll get pinched off. Along the near side boards. Up to Josephson, who sends it high into the air. Will end up along the far side wall. Williamson, centering pass. Hassler with the redirect. It's going to get redirected into the near side corner. Shot from Elizabeth Williamson goes right into the padding, into the chest pad of Hendrickson. Shirley, far side, 1-on-2, or 2-on-1. Takes a shot. Hocken with the rebound, centers it up. Shirley, shot the goal! 2 minutes, 18 seconds left to go in this game. Caitlin Shirley picks up the hat trick and pushes Moorhead's lead to 5-0. Face-off at center ice is going to be controlled momentarily by Moorhead before being intercepted by Torsen. West Fargo looks to drive the lane. It's going to be knocked right back out to center by Johnson. Gentic. Ahead to Torsen. Torsen, far side. She's going to have it knocked off her stick. It's going to end up back behind to the net. Right out in front, centering pass. Puck's loose. It'll get cleared over to the near side wall onto the stick of Gentic. Gentic shot, knocked down in traffic. Johnson and Guy down into the corner. Puck comes free, far side. Johnson sends it around back behind the net. It'll be picked up near side by Guy. Guy takes a shot. Johnson kicks it down. Comes up to Gentic. Gentic takes a shot. Johnson is once again right in their shot lane, and this time she's able to clear it out. Swenson hard and fast, far side, 1-on-1. It's going to get steered all the way down into the far side corner. Swenson is able to dig it free. It'll end up on the stick of Van Dam. Van Dam, far side, tries to chip it out. It's going to get pinned up against the wall. 1:03 to go. Swenson, center. Knocked off her stick by Gimberline. It's going to come all the way out to center. Spuds are going to have to reset. Johnson, just inside of her own zone. She clears it out far side. She's going to push it all the way down and then run into the raft. Bounced out to center. Settled down by Huber. Stolen away by Default. 32-31. Spuds 5-0. Pilgatowski tries for the shot. That one's going to get blocked in traffic. Hard and fast in near side. Josephson, she tries for the shot. 17 seconds. That one's going to get blocked in traffic. Puck will end up on the near side wall. Shot right through the crease from Elizabeth Williamson. Another shot from the high side down into the slot. That one's going to get cleared out by Oakes. Oakes is going to clear it out to center. 3, 2, 1, and that's going to do it for the game today. Your Spuds are going to take this one by a final of 5-0 on a joint effort of both Andel and Gilson in goal. So that's going to do it for us here today. We'll be back in action next Friday from Alexandria, Minnesota, taking on the Alexandria Cardinals. It'll be a later in the evening game. So make sure you hit that subscribe and notify buttons on your YouTube channel so that you know when we go live and can join in on all the fun. For my camera operator, Mike Hansen, Twitter, Lexi Fish, I'm Seth. This has been a production of Krabby Toad Studios. We'll see you again next weekend.